Hi, I'm Benjamin Bernstein with AstroShaman.com, and today I want to talk to you about a sea change in my relationship with my beloved twin flame Maeikisala. It's a very simple shift I made, and it's made a profound difference in our lives, and it's something that anyone really could do. There's nothing technical about it, it's just a shift of attitude. So I'll just tell you right up front what it was. I finally realized that supporting her optimal life path was just as important as her supporting mine. And I know it sounds like a no-brainer, and let me kind of give you a little better perspective on this. As anyone who's followed me for a while know, I'm really driven on my mission. My mission is, first and foremost to follow inner guidance, but I love helping people spiritually awaken. I love helping them build better lives, whether it's through my astrology or my shamanic healing or coaching or whatever it is I'm doing. And when Maeikisala and I first got together, it was almost 2 years ago. It was the summer of 2017. We became a couple, and she came to me with a specific saying, "You need help. I want to help you." And so the dynamic of our early relationship was that, she was taking over a lot of the household chores, the laundry, the cooking, etc. And we had this gorgeous heart connection and sweet bliss and ecstasy together. And that was the dynamic for a while. And then as she started rapidly growing into her own power, her own wisdom, her own divine consciousness, that dynamic started shifting a bit. In recent months, for example, she's needed more time for her own work. And she has grown into a magnificent, divinely conscious being. And her divine's every bit as amazing as mine, or anyone's. So the dynamic now is that she's getting a very clear path of her own direction and needing more time and energy to build her own sacred space and start doing her own things. Now, it's just in the developmental stages yet, but she's got a clear vision of where she's going. So this started running subtle psychological interference with my unconscious expectations. We got together, she's doing all this great stuff for me, and now she's needing a little more time for herself. And my core premise, which I even verbalized to her a few weeks back when we were having a challenging discussion, was, hey, I need to stay on my path. I am here on a path of divine service, and I'm going to put my focus on that which supports that path, very kind of centered solo mission kind of thing. And it felt really valid, and that's the attitude I've held for years and years and years. And the simple little breakthrough that came was, oh my gosh, her path is every bit as important as mine, and we're in relationship together, and therefore me acknowledging, honoring, and supporting her path is just as important as any support she gives me for mine. And if someone had asked me that consciously, I was, well, of course, but I just didn't get it. There was just this unknown, deep belief, oh, my path is what I'm here for, which is true, but how do I describe this? It's like I finally got it. It was just like a big grok where I just suddenly, oh my gosh, I've missed the obvious. And once I could genuinely, from my heart, say, wow, me supporting your path is absolutely, truly as important as any support you give to me, the dynamic of the relationship completely shifted. And all of a sudden, as I've been sharing in some of my recent videos and posts, we've been going through a fair amount of intense shadow work together. We're triggering each other in a significant way. The dynamic of our relationship was the first year or so was like a honeymoon, and it was just stunningly harmonious and flowing. We know many other couples who we see every week in our Law of One group, and they're all reporting intensity, challenge, everyone's shadow work coming up, and we had fallen into that pattern too until a couple of weeks ago, Maeikisala and I, and we just, well, that's just the times we're in, things are crazy, we're processing for ourselves, we're processing for others. But the moment I had this realization, it's just as important to support her as vice versa, all the conflict dropped away. And all of a sudden, the last 2 weeks, we haven't had any shadow work come up between us where the dynamics of the relationship were the cause of it. It's just so much more flowing. And what I'm discovering is the old maximum, you get what you give. and me being willing to support her, do little extra things for her, you know, show her in my actions and my attitudes that I truly do feel that her path is as important as mine. The harmony has been great, and she is more willing to help me. She just said it up front, wow, me really getting that you're truly on board for me, I want to be more on board for you. So, you know, she's doing beautiful service things for me, I'm doing beautiful service things for her, and we're both on our paths. So what I'm getting here is that a part of my path was getting that realization that my partner's highest good, her life purpose, is just as important as mine. So if you're in a relationship and you're in a similarly self-centered place, consciously or not, to where I was, try that on for size. Wow, my partner's life purpose is just as important as mine. And if you're in that kind of, you know, committed partnership container like Maeikisala and I have, you know, just try, wow, let me act that way. Let me see, what if I do get out of my own self-centered space here and do for them like I would hope they would do for me, and watch what happens. And for me, the harmony and flow between us is just off the charts. Our divine connection is stronger than ever. The bliss of connection is amazing. And she, of her own free will, is doing lots of cool things for me too. So wow, everybody wins. So it's a simple concept. I know it's been taught forever by all the major religions and spiritual paths, but I've just now gotten it to a deeper level, and I hope this is a timely sharing for you too. So thanks for listening. As a reminder, at astroshaman.com, I offer astrology and shamanic healing and life coaching and other cool stuff. So check that out if that sounds interesting. Thanks so much for watching.